Hi, my name's Kevin Garrett. I'm the district director here over special programs in the Iron County School District. About 3 years ago, we had the opportunity to watch a couple of movies, one being Resiliency and the other one being Paper Tigers, and came to the realization that there needed to be some changes in our district concerning the social and emotional behavior of our students. We took a team to San Francisco to look at their Hearts program that they have began to use there. And so we took probably about 3 or 4 administrators, and you'll hear from them a little bit later, and visited the school district there and learned from them on how they're dealing with their students with trauma. So we came back and modeled our program similar to theirs, but added in those things that we felt like were important for us. We've tried to make sure that we're putting the fence at the top of the hill and not the ambulance at the bottom of the hill. We want to make a difference in our students' lives from the very beginning. We don't want to be dealing with the symptoms. We want to take care of the issues that are going on right up front and make sure that our kids have a successful and a happy educational experience.
Hi, I'm Roy Matthews. I'm the principal at Parowan High School. I've been here 26 years as a teacher and 6 as a principal. If you were to ask me what about Parowan High School and what I feel like are some important indicators or factors that make Parowan High School a great place to be, I would spend the bulk of my time talking about a school culture. I think one of our goals at Parowan High School is to create a safe, collaborative and supportive school culture where our kids have an opportunity to become what we refer to as true Rams, where we're respectful, we're accountable, we make a difference, and we serve. Students who are struggling at a level where they need support, therapeutic services and things like that. We've created wellness rooms and put systems in place to where we meet the needs of, or we're trying to meet the needs of all students. Our community is very involved in what it looks like to be a true Ram. We spend half a day a year out in our community serving them, cleaning up the town, and I think that's important. If you're talking about school culture and creating that environment, it's all inclusive, and the more you can reach out to the community and involve as many people as possible, the stronger that culture is going to be, so that when principals leave and teachers leave, it continues because it's truly a system.
Hello, I'm Chad Winters. I'm here at Canyon View High School. I'm the LCSW. Here at Canyon View High School this year, we've really tried to employ our teachers into really teaching about resiliency and how resiliency can help our kids. We're moving towards a trauma-based focus in our schooling. One of the tools that we've been using this year that we're having phenomenal success with is tappers, or biofeedback tappers, to help these kids to deal with their stress and their anxieties and their depressions. We're finding great success with it, and we're happy to be kind of moving in a direction that's dealing with these kids' needs and giving them some tools that they can use that would be effective and keep them in class and help them to deal with issues as they come up.
Hi, I'm Belinda Murray, principal at Cedar Middle School.
I'm Trent Nelson. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Cedar Middle School.
I'm Richard Thatcher. I'm the other assistant principal here at Cedar.
Being more trauma informed at our school, we really are focusing on, number one, relationships with our students. So every year we talk about every student in the building, and we have close to 1,200, and talk about, do we know them by name and face, by their academic standing, or do we know a little bit about their story? And we encourage our teachers and track that data. Does every student in our building have at least one adult that knows their story personally and is a trusting adult for them to go to? So that's one of our main focuses. And then one of our school-wide procedures that we have, a couple, we have PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention Supports, in place. That was new in the last few years, and I think that's helped give a level playing field, and every student understands the expectations in all parts of our building, as do the teachers. And then second, we have what we call a CHAMPS room. And in our CHAMPS room, that's just a room that any student can go to anytime during the day. If they need a minute to decompress, to compose themselves, to regulate their emotions. As adults, we do that. We know when to step out of a situation because we're upset. And a lot of times we don't give our students that because they're in a classroom and expected to stay there all day. So this gives them an opportunity to step out, control their emotions with a staff member that's trained to help them in that room. And then our counselors play a huge role at our school for helping our school be trauma informed. They are the first line of defense, our first responders, as we look at students and what services they need. And we always start with our counselors. They know our students the best.
Hi, I'm Nicole Larson.
And I'm Keith Robinson. We're the counselors here at Cedar Middle School. Just for a minute to talk about some of the things that we do. One of our important jobs here is we're kind of act like the triage for students who are struggling, who come down to us or come to our champs room.
Some issues that we deal with commonly here in the school, we deal with a lot of self-harm and suicide and depression and anxiety. Middle school is a hard transition for a lot of students, and so it's a time when they really need a lot of resources and help from us. If it's beyond our scope of care, then we are able to refer them on to community resources. We also have an on-site social worker that can do more intensive one-on-one counseling if it's something that we aren't able to cover in the brief time that we have them.
My name's Josh Killian. I'm a licensed clinical mental health counselor. One of the cool things that Iron County School District has done is they've hired a few of us therapists to actually work in the schools, and some of the services that we provide are groups. Other things that we do are individual therapy with the kids, where they can come in and they can learn skills from a mental health professional, talk about things in a confidential, safe setting, and work through some of those issues so they're not exhibiting the behaviors that we are regularly seeing and are increasing regularly in the classroom.
Hello, I'm Miss Amy. I work at Iron Springs Elementary, and I'd like to welcome you to the Iron Mind and Movement Room. This is where we've undertaken a new program this year called Yoga Calm. It's a whole child approach where we focus not just on the academics of kids, but really the social emotional learning as well as the physical through the yoga. The program is great because it teaches kids to self-regulate themselves, and we give them the tools that they need to deal with those emotions that they might be feeling. We know that once we conquer the difficulties that they have socially, emotionally, mentally, that the academics follow.
My name is Mr. Jenkins, and I'm the principal of Iron Springs Elementary. And here we follow a PBIS model of integrity, respect, ownership, and now. So we teach all of those attributes in our classroom through direct instruction, and then our teachers have actually embedded those practices into their own classrooms. And so our students are hearing about these four concepts and what they mean to their behavior all day long, while they're in their halls, when they're in the classroom. And it's a way that we've been able to teach our students the correct way to behave, not only in school, but also outside of school. Here we've also began learning about trauma-informed care and are working towards becoming a trauma-informed school. And so our teachers are going through intensive trainings to learn how to interact with kids with trauma, how to be able to identify that, and what it means to be able to help those students that are in such need.
Hi, I'm Sadie Walker, and this is our minor room at Iron Springs Elementary. This is where students can come to learn social-emotional regulation, to calm down and to refocus so they can go back to class.
We've also started implementing and learning about restorative practices. In the office here, we've actually started some of those practices now where we interact with kids and focus more on finding authentic ways of consequences, but really trying to heal relationships and be able to help our students realize that when you're here at school, this is a learning opportunity, whether it's academics or behaviors.